I didn't start like knowing all this, that I'm how to not, yank people's arm and be scary. Like I didn't know that starting out, and it's a process that you kind of refine yourself as you grow. So that's why you starting jiu-jitsu, you learn and you grow as you go. Yeah, Orlando used to call me the machine. So yeah, I mean, I did a little MMA and this and that, and but I had to learn.
Too?
Yeah, I had amateur fights and things like
nice.
that, and it's just not necessarily a striker per se. So I'm just gonna stick with the ground. The process will teach you. It'll humble you. Jiu-Jitsu will teach you whether you like it or not. It can be an easier lesson and more pleasant, or it could be hard. It depends on you. The process, right? Jiu-Jitsu is like a process in which it's kind of like a tool for life. Mm-hmm. So you're coming to Jiu-Jitsu and you're gonna learn about yourself. You're gonna learn about your tendencies, about your patterns, how you show up. How you show up in one area of life is how you show up everywhere. The way you do one thing is how you do everything. So you're gonna start to notice, like, your strengths, your weaknesses, and everything is gonna come out. And then you have to learn and adapt, right? Like pick up where it needs to be refined, and then Jiu-Jitsu will teach you humility, will teach you to face your fears. The first thing you learn in Jiu-Jitsu is how to fall. So how humbling. You want to go to a place where you want to choke and armbar people. You see UFC, and then they teaching you how to fall and how to hip escape and whatever.
Yeah, they're like, let's go. I want to beat people
I want to throw people.
Yeah.
It's like, no, like you learn how to fall. So in life too, if you learn how to fall, think about the analogy. If you learn how to fall in life, right? They say if you fall 7 times, get up 8.
Okay.
Right? So what does that mean? It means that resilience. Like, so Jiu-Jitsu is going to teach you resilience. It's going to teach you humility. It's going to teach you courage, right? To face your fears. If you're not courageous, you're not going to show up, because in the first 3 months, if you can last the first 3 months in Jiu-Jitsu and just breathe and, relax and calm down, then you're probably going to make it. Up until you get your blue belt, then some people tend to disappear. There's 3 dangerous times. First is the first 3 months. If you can make to the first 3 months, you probably will continue. Okay. Up until you get your blue belt. Some people get their blue belt, they disappear.
They're like, I've seen it all.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a phenomenon. Like, Google it. Like the blue belt disappearance. It's a thing. And so if you get your blue belt, be careful. Just like recommit. Recommit. I don't know what happens to the blue belts. It's very dangerous. The other thing is when you get your black belt. When people get their black belt, they also tend to disappear, because it's like one of my coaches in LA told me that you have to set another goal. You can't just have a goal of get a black belt, because he kind of was in that journey. And once he got it, he almost became depressed. He's like, I was depressed because I got this. Now what? There's a now what? Like, it doesn't fulfill. That's not the point. It's like, so he had to set another goal. So he started an academy, a jiu-jitsu gym in LA, in Brentwood. And, I train there, I train here, I train everywhere. So that's Gustavo Fonseca.
All right.
Yeah, black belt there, and his brother Alexis Fonseca. Nice. And the mindset's like, okay, another thing that I learned from them there too is that don't show your emotions. Like, right? They started me out in a certain position that I didn't like, and then they showed my face. And I didn't even realize that, but he's like, you know what? If I put you in whatever position, how I restart, like imagine you're in competition, don't show your emotion to your opponent that you don't like that, because they will grow on that. They will capitalize on that. You're showing your emotion. So now Jiu-Jitsu is going to teach you how to manage, how to regulate your emotions, how to take ownership of your emotions. So that is the value of Jiu-Jitsu. You know what I mean? It's not the medal, it's not the belt, it's the progress as a human being that you get. And then if you put your self-worth, like I was telling you that before, if you put your self-worth in your belt, in your medal, in your titles, for sure you're gonna suffer, because for one thing, it's an illusion, it's a lie, right? Because Jiu-Jitsu is a tool for life. Life is the greater thing. Then Jiu-Jitsu is a tool for life. Like, there are many kinds of tools. Jiu-Jitsu is not the only way to refine yourself, but it's definitely one of them. Even in the Bible, they say, as iron sharpens iron, right? One man sharpens another.